Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 26 of the Division Z podcast. My name is Jason.
And I am K Cosmic.
Welcome to another beautiful week, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving and stuffed yourself filled with turkey stuffing, ham, gravy, mashed potatoes, all them wonderful things that you get to eat on Thanksgiving. But yeah, now we focus on Christmas. Now we just decorate for Christmas. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we had a lot of fun things come out of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War today, including Nuketown 84, and that's really about it. I mean, Nuketown 84 is pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's Nuketown. I think I realized I just said, oh yeah, a lot of things coming out today. It literally came out this week. What am I saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on Nuketown 84? Good, bad, normal Nuketown? What you think about it?
It's all right. Like, I think the main problem of it is just like Black Ops Cold War isn't bad. Don't get me wrong, right? But I think the overall game design of it is just like it's annoying, right? Like because it's skill-based matchmaking and all that stuff's just thrown into it.
That can be annoying.
It's just the game as it is. But the map is fine because it's Nuketown, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with the map just because it's Nuketown. It's always been Nuketown. Like, the design of the map isn't bad. The only changes they've actually made is what was it? The the bus. The bus is like, so before you had a shooting point where you couldn't get to from one of the windows that you can get to now, and the truck on the side isn't so much of a PowerPoint. Because it used to be like you could really get behind it, and now you can it's quite easy to kill some people there, right?
Interesting.
But other than that, the map hasn't changed at all.
Overall
it's good. It's good.
Map definitely hasn't changed at all, but you know, the aesthetic of it changes, of course, and I like the 80s theme of it, which looks really nice. The other thing is too, do you remember from Black Ops 4 Nuketown, they added the hidden RCXD path that you can like go under the map and like pop out on the other side. So there's another one of those. And the Mad Lobster, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Officially welcome to the channel. But they added one of those to Nuketown 84 where you ramp up into the desert and like you're like a dune buggy RCXD kind of thing zooming along in the desert and you pop back on the other side. It's so cool. I love little things like that. I love little hidden gems like that, which I think is pretty fun.
Do you remember the Black Ops 4 one?
Well, yeah, that was the like you go underneath, and you see the nuke. Yeah.
That was cool. That one was cool.
That's cool too. Although personally, I haven't done it myself. A lot of people have done the Easter egg for Nuketown, shooting off on the mannequin heads, and it turns into an 80s retro arcade, and that looks really cool.
Yeah, I've seen that as well. I haven't done it yet either because I feel like the only way you can actually do it is in a private match, right?
Don't know.
Like,
actually,
I think actually doing it in a multiplayer game, right? It's quite hard because everyone's going around with their knives and their shotguns. So actually being able to do it at a public match can be quite difficult sometimes.
True. I mean, I'm sure you can do it in a public match. Yeah. Could you imagine just people just running around minding their own business? And then just all of a sudden,
bam!
The screen just goes fucking crazy, and oh man! But yeah, and then of course we have Zombies Onslaught that is on Nuketown, which that was okay. I mean, you made you made a video about it, which it was cool, and then we played it on stream earlier in the week. I enjoy it too. I mean, it's not typical zombies that we're used to, of course.
No,
but
obviously
it's still fun. I mean, Zombies Onslaught, I think gets a lot of shit for the main reason being that a lot of people hate the exclusivity thing. But for what it's worth, Zombies Onslaught is a very basic game mode, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah, like I think it definitely brings Nuketown vibes, and it's fun to play, right? Like it's good for an Onslaught map, and I think out of all the maps, that's my favorite Onslaught map just because it's Nuketown, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, no, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, the thing that's kind of weird to me is, well, it's not exactly weird, But the Megaton spawns in on every map for Onslaught.
Yeah.
The one thing that I had in my head, which I hope I'm not correct, is because the Megaton is spawning in so consistently on Onslaught that we see over and over again. Does this mean the Megaton will be Black Ops Cold War Zombies version of the Woostling from World War II?
I hope not.
I hope not either.
I said it in my video as well that he seems to be coming. They keep putting him in stuff, right? And it could just be because it's the only enemy type they really have developed in the game.
True.
But I don't know. I can just see him being around. At the same time as well, from a story side, I can't really.
Right, but story side, because that's Orlov, right, for the Die Maschine
right.
Storyline. But yeah, the chat is saying for an exclusive game mode, it seems it lacks content. No, absolutely, it definitely lacks replayability. Like, after you've earned the chalices, you really don't need to play Onslaught. I mean, if you want to just chill and play with your friends, that's cool too. I guess if you think about it too, if you want to get some camos, you can consistently get the Megaton every few rounds if you want to get some camos there or whatever it might be. But yeah, other than that, it's the same formula, which you could also have the same argument for zombies too, right? Same formula, get your gun, survive in the rounds, But
yeah,
there's just something about Onslaught where it's just like, if I'm bored, I'm going to play Onslaught. But if I want to have a really good time, I'm going to play Die Maschine. That's just kind of what I'm noticing around the community as like people's mindset when it comes to that game mode. But yeah, I think Onslaught could definitely benefit from content. I think we said this before. Onslaught can benefit from wall buys and the mystery box.
Yeah, just adding everything in.
Like basic zombies mechanics.
Yeah, they should like, fair enough that they're being rushed, right? But them things should have been probably in the game mode from the start. Like, I know it's their game mode and that's what they want to do, right?
Right.
But how much better would the game mode be if there was Pack-a-Punch?
Oh, it would be 10 times better. It'd be 10 times better.
If you could buy wall weapons, even if there's a mystery box, how better would the game mode be,
Right, exactly.
Like give the players. I can understand because this is what they done with the game mode. This is probably their main thing, right? This is what they want to do. But give it to us.
Yeah.
Come on. Easy peasy. Come on, just throw it in. It can't be that hard.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to at the end of the day.
I would imagine the hardest part of actually developing the game mode, right, would be the zombie spawns, and they have the zombie spawns all done.
Yeah, I mean, I think the zombie spawns are pretty decent. I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, like they work absolutely fine. So I don't know. I just think that they could add these things in to make the game mode like a lot better.
Yeah.
Like make it so people really, really enjoy it.
Absolutely. The chat is also saying that the Megaton is worse than the Woostlings. Both are annoying, but the Megaton is one hit is horrible. True. Very true. I think the Woostlings, where the Woostlings are very bad, there were so many of them that spawned in the round. What am I trying to say? The Woostlings spawn in every like 3 times a round. It's really dumb. We also got Dark Sunshine in the chat. Sup? I'm Maxi Cosmics Mod. His stream doesn't work. Okay, well he's recording the he's recording the podcast today. That's what's going on.
Yeah, something's going wrong with my internet. I think it was downloading something when it shouldn't have been, so that's why it just died. So
he'll have his video. He'll have his video version of the podcast up after we're done here. The only good sign of the Megaton is 30 of them don't spawn in on around 30. That's true, Lobster. That is true. But Dark Sunshine, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. But yeah, I agree. I agree, Lobster. I think the thing is though, you get 2 of them though when you get into like the 40s and 50s. Like you have a chance to get like 2 of them, which that can be kind of annoying. Well. And I know, co-op, exactly. Co-op, there's been a handful of them.
And you say that we don't get 3 of them in a round. We technically do, because the Bomber and Blaster have almost the same amount of health as... They might even have more.
Fair enough. That's a good point. They might even have
more, because...
It's a good point.
Like... they're just annoying. I think the actual Megaton form itself is absolutely fine, and they need to do no more to make it overpowered. But Bomber and Blaster just nerf the health down.
Yeah.
Like, that's simple. Like, it's just that's the one thing that needs changed. The actual Megaton itself is fine.
Yeah. I think the thing is too that it's funny, right? Because every weapon in Black Ops Cold War Zombies has the potential to be a good weapon. But it's very clear that there are certain weapons out there that are way better at taking out the Megaton. For example, the LW3 Tundra. That thing,
I've seen that.
You can one-shot the Megaton under the right circumstances with Ring of Fire, with Deadshot, all this. You can do 1 million damage. If you guys watch Smart Guy's video, there's that. And like the Gallo, the Howler, the M16 even. The M16 is really good against him, surprisingly enough. But yeah, he needs to be toned down. And the Plague Hounds need to be toned down too.
Do they?
Yes. I swear to God, dude. Every time I'm on a high round, I'm on round 40, 50, right? Like the Plague Hounds will jump at you like the Tigers did on 9, way more frequently than the Tigers did on 9. They don't do as much damage, but they'll jump, and then they'll jump again, and then they jump diagonally. Like that, they'll jump backwards.
I think as well, the problem with them is that like when you kill them, you're not done fighting them because they leave the toxic gas.
Oh yeah.
You just walk into it, right? And it's just like it's not a fun time. It is not a fun time, and I don't enjoy it, to be quite personally honest. Like their health is fine. Their health is fine. That's not what needs changed. It's just their thing is, I think we both like challenge, right?
Right.
We both enjoy challenge.
But I don't like annoying,
Yeah, because like the Megaton is a challenge. Bomber and Blaster are annoying. Because I know I can kill them. I can do it easily. But not easily. I can do it, right? But
eventually
it's gonna take so much ammo.
Yeah.
Like, unless I have a ray gun.
At least they drop ammo. You know what I'm saying? Sure. That's what's cool is that they actually drop ammo. Treyarch is self-aware of that fact. Like, we made a really hard mini boss. He should probably drop some ammo. But the chat is saying, what I will say about the Megaton is when he spawns in, I say the same thing I do with the Panzer on Origins when you have no staff. Oh, shit. Yeah. Like, if you don't have at least, like, a blue rarity weapon and the Megaton spawns in, it's that oh, shit moment. Yeah. Unless you have, like, a green Gallo or something, and the Gallo's obviously is a workhorse of a gun. If you have, like, a green rarity XM4 or, like, 1911, you're just going to say, oh, shit.
Oh, no.
But, yeah, exactly, Chad. It is a very good balancing mechanic that you're going to be using a lot of ammo for the Megaton that they drop ammo, which is always good. They also do that in Onslaught too. Normal zombies drop ammo because because you don't get max ammos in Onslaught, or do you? No, you do. You get one when you kill the Megatons. Yeah, but you don't get them from normal zombies. You get insta kills and full powers from zombies in Onslaught. So zombies will drop little bits of ammo here and there, which that's fair enough because when you're playing Onslaught, you're not killing the same volume of zombies that you're going to be killing on a normal basis. Yeah. On like D Machine A or other maps. So I think that's fair. I think that's pretty fair. But I'd like to move on to something real quick. You were telling me before the stream started something really funny. Please tell the world what you found.
Okay. Right, so my face cam's still a bit laggy. I'm sorry, everyone, but you can listen to my voice, okay? I was shopping with my girlfriend for Black Friday, like, because good deals and that. We were in a Primark. For those of you who don't know, a Primark is a clothing store where you wouldn't expect to find the item that I found. I was just about to go up the escalator when my girlfriend Ashley said, "What's Tombstone?" I instantly hear Lex crying in my head. I hear Tombstone ear rape playing through my eardrums. And then I turn around like, it's a Primark. It's fine. It's not going to be Tombstone, right? There sits a bottle that is Tombstone. It's a water bottle, and it's Tombstone. It has the artwork on it. Like, it's Tombstone. And I'm like, what the hell is this doing here? So obviously I bought it. Obviously, I bought it because
Yeah.
it's quite funny. But my theory is why are they releasing merchandise for a perk that was made like 8 years ago? That people to the average zombie player, right, who like zombies but like don't remember stuff. They're probably not going to remember Tombstone, right?
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, I'm sorry if I'm about to ruin the game for you, right? But Tombstone's leaked to come back, and there's stuff in the files to pretty much prove it, right?
Yeah, I've heard about that too.
I think what this shop has done is they've gotten early merchandise for Tombstone for some reason. I don't know why, right? Because it has like 2020 publishing on it and all that.
Well, yeah. I mean, think about it, right? Like, you're gonna want to. I mean, it's the holidays. I think everyone is going to want to get some official Call of Duty merchandise for the holidays. Yeah. I know for a fact, just to interject real quick, Call of Duty released a Nuketown shirt recently on Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
But I'll put a picture of the shirt up on screen, and also I probably will add a picture of the Tombstone bottle in the video version of the podcast as well, because I think it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's a Nuketown shirt for Call of Duty. I'm like, fuck yeah, I gotta cop that. So that's coming in the mail pretty soon. But yeah. So I think a lot of people want Call of Duty merchandise, and I think they're gonna be pushing some stuff for the holidays. So does that mean Tombstone is the first perk added to Black Ops Cold War Zombies with Season 1?
I 110% think it is. Like, think about it. Think about it for a second, right? Like, what's going through their heads when they're making it? Like, okay, this is a perk from, like, I said to Jason, right, before the podcast started, because I was telling him this crazy theory. What if they did this with Who's Who? What would people think?
Right.
Because what if they made Who's Who into a water bottle? Why would they do that?
Right.
No one liked it. Or probably just don't like it as much as Tombstone, right? Because Tombstone gets memed on constantly. But Who's Who is right next. Like, Mule Kick's not bad, but people don't really like it, right? A lot of people, I can see people not liking it. Right. But it's just when I think in my head, right, of like, because there's this scenario, like, a Black Friday, they want to get merchandise out. And the logo on that as well didn't look identical to Tombstone of the perk. I think it had different color or something. It's definitely Tombstone for zombies. It says don't feed the zombies, and that pops up.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, when you're down, right? But I don't know. All I'm saying is I think I've just leaked Black Ops Cold War's whole DLC cycle. If I'm summing up, I think I've cracked the code. And I think that I don't know. I think I should go to Treyarch now and work for them, because like I'd be like, listen, look, you can't be releasing bottles of like water bottles or perks from ages ago. Of course, people are going to find out, you know?
Dude, that's what's crazy to me is like, what a random, like, you wouldn't think of that. You know?
Yes.
I mean, I've got my jug bottle here, right? Like, I love this thing.
Yeah.
Official 2017 copyright, right? Like, so this was released when Chronicles came out.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it doesn't. Yeah, it makes sense why they would release perk bottles as water bottles and things like that, right? But it's funny how they're doing it now for Cold War. But like, I don't think anyone would expect that for Cold War. Just because not only Tombstone, but just like,
you mean the whole
water bottle. Like,
but here's the thing.
When you think of Call of Duty merchandising, you don't think of water bottles. You think of hats. You think of in-game purchases. I was as
well, right? Why go with Tombstone and not Jug? Because Jug is the one thing that every zombie player knows. And they brought it back after removing it from the.
Because you already got this.
Listen, right? You haven't seen Jug in like forever. It's back in Cold War. You see it sitting. I hit my mic. You see it sitting just on like a table, right? With a bunch of other ones. And I will say that these things haven't been picked up a lot. Because 95% of people walking in that shop, they have no idea what Tombstone is.
True.
They have like don't get me wrong. Like, there's a guy section in the shop, right? But this is in the women's section, pretty much at the back, right? Like, it's far at the back, like with all the other stuff, right? That's the only reason I found it, right? That's the only reason I found it, because I was with my girlfriend.
Tombstone in the female accessories and clothing section. How random.
Yes, and a bunch of them as well. Like they
planned
this,
dude. That's crazy.
Like there's To be honest, I think I might go back and buy a few more just because they're
Hey, do a Tombstone bottle giveaway.
Because and the thing is, right, I went after I got home, I was like, okay, I'm probably overthinking the whole leak thing, right? So I'm gonna look online. I'm gonna make sure you can't buy them online. And I looked, and nothing came up.
Weird.
So I think what they've done is, I think they've just ruined Black Ops Cold War. This shop in a small town in Scotland has just ruined the whole game for everyone. and
Oh god.
And I'm the one cracking down on it.
Dude, I'll have to go to like fucking Target or like one of these stores here in America. Like I don't know what we got, like Kohl's, we got Big Lots, we got we got some other store that's not as well known anymore. I'll have to check some of these stores. I don't know.
go and find Tombstone. You just find who's who. It's like, oh no.
Dude, I'll just cry. The chat is saying should have been God. PhD. Probably. I
mean, if it was PhD,
that'd be great, actually.
The thing is,
then I would buy it every game and then not be annoyed by the Megaton hitting me with his acid blast every 3 seconds.
Saying that, if it was PhD, I could pass PhD off as like a fan favorite perk, right? I could pass it off. It just makes I get in my head, it makes no sense that they're marketing this perk that came from 7 years ago that a lot of people don't know exists because it's only on 2 maps and those maps have to be on public, right? You couldn't get it on solo. I don't know.
I totally get you. I totally get you.
Yeah.
I think with the way the Black Ops Cold War perk system works, we're definitely going to be getting an upgraded Tombstone for solo. We're gonna have some sort of mechanic for Tombstone, and use the raw Ethereum crystals to upgrade in a particular way. I don't know what the fuck that would be, because Tombstone is the ultimate co-op perk, really. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what that would be, but it is kind of weird to think about Tombstone potentially coming back for Cold War. But I'll welcome it. If it's a good perk, I'll welcome it back.
I'm saying it now. I'm the first person to probably confirm this. I know you found it in the files and all that, right?
There you go. Because think about it, right? There could be extra leftover files from assets from previous games or whatever, because that happens a lot of times. So,
like I said to you as well, again, without ruining the game for everyone, right? There is a Dark Ether version of the perk jingle in the game. So why would that be in there? So why would that be in there if it's not? I could be wrong, right? Like, you're just thinking maybe it's just leftover assets from the task.
I mean, I don't know. Okay, I know, because I know a lot of people are, we're getting a new Zombies map soon because of ZM Pink, right? A lot of people are saying, what is that? What does that mean?
I wouldn't be expecting a map soon. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just wouldn't be expecting a map really soon.
I would really like to see a new map with Season 1. I would really love that.
Yeah, I would as well.
Even
if it was small.
Yeah, exactly.
There's something for us to play that isn't the machine, because it's a good map. It's just,
let's just start pumping it out. Like, let's just start. Let's keep updating the game frequently. Modern Warfare did a fairly decent job with the seasons and releasing seasons and things like that. So if we can get a content cycle like that for Zombies, oh my god, we're gonna be in a good spot. And Season 1 on December the 10th, that's a good fucking, that's a great day for it to start, because, all right, people have played D Machine A for a little while, and I'm sure Treyarch is well aware of how the Zombies community can be a little temperamental with, I'm bored now, and, this is bad now, and then, new map comes out, and, things like that, and people are come back on. But, yeah, I think, and then the chat here is saying too, a small survival map with Season 1 drops will be something for the community to enjoy before the next big map. Totally. Even if the next storyline driven map isn't ready, release a small survival map.
Even if it's just like Nuketown.
Yeah,
work there.
Exactly.
You have to work out for, it's all there.
Exactly.
Right? And you got to remember that a good probably 50-60% of the player base don't get to play Nuketown Zombies because they're not on PS4. So how we get Onslaught now, obviously, right? A lot of people aren't getting that. So if you were to release a zombie map that was Nuketown just to everyone, that would fix kind of the problems that people might have with not being able to play Onslaught. And they did say that this game would be updated regularly, and I think expecting a map in their first month or so isn't such a big ask if it's a small survival map.
Absolutely.
Obviously, there's the
Absolutely.
whole thing going on right with the world and that, right? And like that's bad and all right, but again, we have paid the same price for a product that we would have paid for last year for a lot more content.
Right.
So I think, in a business standpoint as well, I'm not hating them because they made a great map, right?
No, yeah.
I just think as well, like we've invested the money into it, so I think we should be expecting a certain standard.
I agree.
And
I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think multiplayer have seen that at all. I think multiplayer have been properly.
It's so weird
though.
though.
Because I remember like I feel like there's been this competition between like multiplayer and zombie community, right? Like multiplayer's better, zombies better, right? And a lot of time it'll cycle back and forth. I think the last steady ground of peace was like Black Ops 3, where like the game was fine. Like because I like BO3 multiplayer and zombies, right? I think a lot of people are like that as well. But I think the first taste of the zombies kind of taking over was Zombie Chronicles. True. Multiplayer people were like, well, what about us? And they didn't get something until like they got a DLC for PlayStation, DLC 6 for PlayStation people, where they pre-ordered their Black Ops 4. Where you get like you got 4 maps. You got the 4 maps that return to Black Ops 4. You got slums.
Was that only for PlayStation? No.
Yeah, it was only for PlayStation. PlayStation exclusivity. Yeah, I promise you.
Wait, no. So jungle, slums.
Yep.
No, that's impossible.
Yeah. No, it was only for PlayStation if you pre-ordered the game through PlayStation. I promise you. Go look it up now.
I'm gonna look it up because.
Yeah. I promise you, because that was a really, really big. People were annoyed at that.
Black Ops 4.
Because I was one of them.
Multiplayer maps. I could have sworn. Black Ops 4 multiplayer maps. I'm gonna say Xbox.
Oh no, like you for Black Ops 3, you get them in. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, Black Ops 3.
Yeah, if you pre-ordered Black Ops 4. You got DLC 6 for Black Ops 3, which was Black Ops 4 zombie map. Not zombie, multiplayer maps. So in Black Ops 3, PlayStation got Jungle.
I'm thinking of something different.
You're thinking Black Ops 4 got them maps by themselves. No. So Black Ops 3 got Jungle, like the Jungle Slums, Firing Range, and what's the other one? What's the other map?
Black Ops?
The Russian... What was the map?
Summit?
The Summit, yeah. So Black Ops 3 for PlayStation got them 4 maps because if you pre-ordered Black Ops 4, the console and PC didn't.
Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3 got them maps that were going into Black Ops 4.
I never heard about this.
Yep.
What?
100%.
Because originally I was thinking to myself, no fucking way that Black Ops 4 got Slim and all that. Because like I've seen people all the time on Xbox play it. I'm like, what?
If they did that, right, we'd have like 5 maps on launch. we'd have less than Cold War maps,
dude.
But going back to Black Ops Cold War, right, and the multiplayer, because I want to talk about the multiplayer. We'll talk about we've talked about Nuketown, but I think we talk about the actual product of the game as well, right?
Right.
I think the game, for multiplayer standards, just isn't there. Like, it's so clear that they needed like an extra year for multiplayer. Zombies is fine. One map that's high quality, like I'll take that over like more, right?
Right.
Zombies as far as like a product is absolutely fine, and
quality over
works.
quantity.
It works. It's fun. The grind's fun. It's not tedious or anything. Multiplayer, on the other hand, I just don't know. It doesn't have that Treyarch feel to it, to be honest. A lot of the maps are
You know what's weird about the multiplayer to me is that multiplayer earns XP faster than zombies. That's what's weird to me. And I know they kind of messed around with the XP and zombies. Like it was broken at first, and then they broke it again from what people are saying. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen that much of an XP cut personally. I mean, I just haven't, to be honest. I mean, I seem to be leveling up my guns fairly quickly, even in zombies. Multiplayer is always good for leveling up weapons for double weapon XP.
Yeah.
I think because I actually kind of liked Modern Warfare's feel of multiplayer, I don't
Yeah,
necessarily mind Black Ops Cold War's multiplayer that much, but I can understand what you're talking about with you know, a lot of people think it wasn't nourished enough and really thought out,
yeah,
because I've seen a lot of
and
glitches, I've seen a lot of bugs. There's that
and
camo
I'm gonna be
glitch that people
yeah,
are really mad about. You know, they earn gold for a particular weapon and then they log on the next day and it's not there. You know,
yeah,
there's a lot of things that are wrong with it, but you know, those are patches and things you got to fix eventually.
yeah.
Um, but
I
we'll see.
I was talking to my driving instructor about this, right? And he liked Modern Warfare, right? And to be honest, I think I might agree with him, right? But you know, Modern Warfare's multiplayer as a package
Mm-hmm.
compared to Black Ops Cold War. I think Modern Warfare's multiplayer might be better. I'm just saying it, right? The maps are bad in
Hmm.
Modern Warfare. I'm not gonna like without a doubt the maps are bad, right? In the base ones, right? Or a lot of them are because they're made to be more like safe spaces, more like
Tactical.
actual events, yeah, tactical places,
Yeah.
right? But Black, how would I like Black Ops Cold War multiplayer? It's just how do I put it? It feels rushed. It feels like it
Hmm.
doesn't know what the game's trying to be. Like obviously it was rushed, right? That's a weak argument. I feel like for me, I feel like the game doesn't know what it wants to be
I can
because
understand. I can understand
because
that.
I'm getting feelings from Modern Warfare 2019. I'm getting feelings from like a Sledgehammer game like World War II. I'm getting Treyarch vibes in the sense that the game's made with Black Ops 3's engine, I'm pretty sure, and more advanced or Black Ops 4 engine, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
they said before that the multiplayer was um the game was being made on a version of the engine from Black Ops 3, but very much worked upon, right?
Yeah.
From multiplayer to me, it just feels like Black Ops 4, right? It feels kind of like Black Ops 4.
Yeah,
But
and
it's not a
I
bad
don't
thing.
know.
That's
I
not a
kind
bad
of
thing,
like
right?
that.
Yeah, I like it as well. It's not a bad thing, right? But I think going back to the whole thing about my driving instructor, right? I think comparing it to Modern Warfare, where it was almost a completely new engine, the game felt so redefined. It felt it felt crisp, it felt clean. Sort of the gunplay felt good. The gun like just going from that to Cold War and like the way the game feels. Like
Hmm.
I'm not saying Cold War is bad. I'm thinking Cold War is a better arcade shooter than Modern Warfare, right? But I don't know. I think maps in the future will help. A few bug fixes as well. But most of all, I really think it's just the skill-based matchmaking that's completely ruining it.
And that's the thing. I think a lot of people are really upset about the skill-based matchmaking. Even pros,
Yeah,
even
pros can't do
CDL
good anymore.
pros, fucking, you know, Scump and people like that have been openly expressive about, you know, oh, skill-based matchmaking in public lobbies is fucking ruining things.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, you know, where's the CDL playlist for multiplayer for Cold War? You know what I'm saying? You had one for Modern Warfare, put one in for Cold War.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think to me, Modern Warfare's multiplayer was good for the gunplay. I only liked a couple of maps on that game though. I liked
Yeah.
Gunrunner and I liked Hackney Yard. I thought those were good maps. I
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have a better time in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer so far. So
Yeah.
far, I mean, Nuketown is Nuketown. I like Miami. I like Moscow. You know, I think Checkmate is a good map. I'm really liking a lot of the things in multiplayer, but I do know, like, I know that spawns, for example, are really
Mm-hmm.
fucked on Nuketown, and that's one thing they need to fix because sometimes I'll spawn in and then immediately an enemy spawns behind me and then I die. It's like
And you know what's
it's like the shipment spawns, but it's Nuketown. But
yeah.
Nuketown isn't shipment, so can we fix that?
You know what's dumb as well, right? They have spawn protection from kill streaks, right? Like from so you spawn in, you can't get killed by a chopper gunner, right?
Right.
But someone's gonna spawn behind you and shoot you right in the head as
Yeah.
soon as you spawn in. And like, what's the point of doing that? So kill streaks can't kill people, but someone who's in the right spot can kill me.
Right. Yeah, that's weird.
I've
I don't
done
know
it to
why they
people
do
before.
that.
I've done it to people before where a whole team's come out and I've just shot them all in the back with a shotgun because there's
Yeah.
nothing like because they can't react to it. And I seen
Yeah.
this is the one I felt so bad for, right? Because I think we all feel really good when we pull out our grenade launcher, like in past games, and we just kill the whole team in like a few shots, right?
Oh, I know. I think I know what you're about to say.
Yeah. Well, were you? Was I playing with you
What was the?
when this happened?
I don't know what was
we
it.
were all on spawn, right? I must have been by myself, right? My team was all on spawn, and this guy, because we all spawned in, and this guy came with a grenade launcher and was like, ready to do it. And he shoots all the shots at us. Guess what? Doesn't do anything
Shoot.
because we have spawn protection. Did someone just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That guy, even if it was kind of spawn killing, he deserved that all them kills.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
Yeah, spawn killing is a problem. I think it's a huge fucking problem. It's so bad.
Yeah, no. People know where to sit to wait, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that guy there, I think that guy was just rushing, hoping for the best. And like, if it was past games, like, you know how it's high risk, high reward. I think he was like, okay, if I go around here, maybe I'll be lucky. And he pulls out like his grenade launcher. I don't know. I just feel like when I died, I felt like, or when he died, I felt like, okay, well, he should have killed us all. He should have killed us, but he didn't, because the game stopped him. And I heard a really good argument. I was watching, do you know what Nero Cinema is?
Yeah, you know what's funny is chat just mentioned Nero Cinema went off hard about SBMM on Twitter.
Yeah, well, he made a video. He made a video about everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was just saying how it's funny how the game punishes you for doing well because you get put in worse lobbies.
It's an interesting argument. And
he said as well, is like, look, guys, I'm not gonna fight it anymore. We all have to accept that skill-based matchmaking just isn't going away, and the only way to enjoy the games from now on is accepting it's there. And I get that, but for me personally, I'm just gonna play zombies. No skill-based matchmaking. I get
you. I mean, the thing is with me though is like, I like to think I'm decent at multiplayer, but I'm not like the greatest of all time. So my lobbies are so hit and miss half the time where it's like, oh, most of the time I get a good lobby. But there's often times where I sign on and, I get the worst, jump, drop shot, crazy fucking acrobatic people that, they go just crazy on the sticks. And that can be kind of annoying sometimes. But let's see, the chat is saying, MP guys are coming over to zombies. That's how bad it is. Yeah, I know. I mean, shit.
Yeah, no, you see that in streams and that as well, don't you?
It's not just the MP guys. I mean, you got some big fucking streamers that wouldn't normally play zombies that are playing zombies this year. XQC, Tim the Tap Man. Like, you got a lot of fucking people who are jumping ship to zombies. Crazy. It's fucking crazy. Also,
it's good though. It's good because it's bringing a lot more people into the zombie community, and that's what we need.
Exactly. That's exactly what we need, because we are a community of ripe potential, is what I like to say. But another thing, kind of backtracking to the Black Ops 4 thing here, Mad Lobster says, look at this. Treyarch had 3 years for Black Ops 4 launch maps and mucked up hard. They had about 18 months to make D Machine Day, and even though it has a few bugs, it's still more stable at launch than Black Ops 4 quality over quantity. Exactly. I like Blood of the Dead more than other people do, because I think Blood of the Dead's a fun map, just casually kind of playing. But you can't deny that maps like Blood of the Dead and maps like Voyage of Despair had really fucked up starts. Like it was just not a good launch.
Yeah, I think majority of the people now are like, okay, quality over quantity after Black Ops 4. I think Black Ops 4, it was good that it happened, because I think we learned what we wanted.
Right.
Because I think we're so divided, because before Black Ops 4 came out, believe it or not, and we've talked about this before, what were the one thing people were asking for? Remasters.
Right.
We want remasters, right? We want Origins, we want this one, right? A lot of people brought up the argument about having them back, right?
Yep.
But after Black Ops 4 and all the problems that can have with the remasters and people just getting sick and wanting new content, I think we were just like in the same tent. Okay, we want new content, but we want new content, but we want good content as well.
Right.
So that's what we got with D Machine.
Absolutely. D Machine is a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. And again with Black Ops 4, I think the developers have their expectations for the game way too high, because they're like, okay, people love our game mode, we need to put out as much as we can. And by them doing that, they fought off the quantity again. Like, oh my god, there's so much. There's 2 game modes at launch. There's 4 maps.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new perk system. And as the quantity went up, the quality went down dramatically. And yeah, so then the first week of Black Ops 4 was good. And then after that, people started seeing all the problems. And that was it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, and the chat is saying Blood's Easter egg belongs in hell.
Well, technically, it is in hell.
Purgatory, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things where, sometimes it feels like Black Ops 4, not that it didn't happen. Sometimes it just feels like Black Ops 4 went so quickly because of how the community consumed it. It was just the first month or two of Black Ops 4 was just heavy, and then December comes out and then like nothing. And then Dead of the Night randomly releases and everyone's like, what the fuck? Zombies is still a thing in Black Ops 4?
Night of the Dead?
Night of the Undead. Oh my god, dude. Remember that French leaker? Like, goddamn.
Yeah. I remember him, and he gave all the Easter egg steps away. That was funny. Well, no, the thing, it's weird to look back on. It's weird to think that Black Ops 4 happened 2 years ago.
Yeah, dude. Time went so fast.
Because around 2 years ago right now, I think, actually no, because how long has Cold War been out for? 2 weeks, is it? 3 weeks?
Yeah, pretty close to 3 weeks.
Because it took a week to find the Easter eggs on Black Ops 4, didn't it? I think.
Yeah, because I think 9 was solved first, and then Voyage, and then Blood of the Dead. I think was the last one was solved.
I think 9 should have been locked until Voyage was found.
Yeah, for storyline.
Yeah, that was so stupid. Why?
I don't know.
Because they could have done that. They could have okay, you're gonna have all these maps at launch, but we're gonna keep 9 locked because it would make absolutely no sense if you went from this map and then finding this story.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, you can piece them together, but it's the same with Dead of the Night. I don't know.
Oh, chat, and then the chat's like, let's not mention Classified. Here's the thing: Classified has an Easter egg. It's Project Scatty.
And it's fun.
Getting to round 150 is not an Easter egg.
So that's how you get the cutscene.
That is not an Easter egg, but that's how you get the cutscene.
I don't know why, because the Easter egg is a perfect length for casual players that anyone can do. Yeah. And you have to put some work into it, and you could have got a nice little cutscene at the end. Because I don't know.
It was just so random. Black Ops 4 was filled with a lot of bold decisions that I don't think went over too well with the community. Again, I feel like I'm part of the minority that likes Black Ops 4 a little more than other people might. But I think I think there are definitely some things that weren't good about it, but Mad Lobster saying that I love Tactor Toten, it's a shame it's on Black Ops 4. I don't know. I think Tactor Toten works with Black Ops 4. I think if there's any map that works really well with the Black Ops 4 system, it's going to be Tagger Toten, Classified, and Ancient Evil.
Yeah, I think Tag, to be honest, I think Tag probably works better on Black Ops 4 than with other maps.
Probably, yeah. But hey, Tagger Toten's a fun map, regardless.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, coming back to Black Ops Cold War and the launch of Black Ops Cold War, I don't think we've had this much excitement for a Treyarch game since Black Ops 3. And I think we've said this over and over again. We're not just the only ones who've said this. Other people in the community have said this.
Yeah.
And it's showing. It's showing that this game has the potential to actually overtake Black Ops 3 if we continue to have constant updates, constant new content drops. We have banger after banger of maps and things like that. I want to see new game modes, Grief, Turned. I don't even give a shit if Gauntlet comes back, because I said this in a video of mine recently, and you guys can go check that out on my YouTube channel, link down below. But I said this on my video I think it was one of my Road to Dark Ether videos, that people would play Gauntlet. People would play Gauntlet mode in Black Ops Cold War because people actually like it than Black Ops 4. Because not a lot of people like Black Ops 4, so they weren't as inclined to play Gauntlet mode in Black Ops 4. If you put Gauntlets in Black Ops Cold War, people will play them. People will play them, and it will be a competitive leaderboard, especially for zombie records. Because
people will just try and speed that.
Exactly. People will try to speedrun them. I just don't understand why the names of the maps are in German. I'm German, by the way. Well, I mean, you think about it, Group 935, German organization. Rick Toffen was a Nazi. Maxis is German. It makes sense why a lot of these map names are in German.
The foundation of the game was World at War, and I think going from that's where it started off.
True.
And it was a common trend with the maps, and it kind of went away in Black Ops 2 for some reason, and then it came back in Black Ops 3 for a few of the maps.
Well, because Black Ops 2, everything got fucked up.
Yeah, and I guess they're calling something proper long and hard to pronounce for people that don't speak German. Obviously, I think they're like, let's just call it Die Rise. Transit.
Dude.
Nuketown.
I mean, literally, our Division Z background back here. This is the Earth in Black Ops 2, so the names are going to be simple. But do you remember when Der Eisendrache came out, everyone's like, Der Eisendrache, Der Eisendrachen, Der Eisendrachen. And there's so many fucking pronunciations of it. Der Eisendrachen. That's like, oh my gosh.
I think that's happened with Cold War, because there's how's it properly pronounced? Pronounce it properly for me.
What? Der Eisendrache?
No, Die Machine. It's not Die Machine.
Die Maschine.
Die Maschine. Die Maschine. Die Machine. Die Machine.
Die Machine. Yo, come to the Die Machine.
Yeah, there's so many names for it.
Die Machine.
I people will see. My sister tried talking, saying it. She's like, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Well, because Samantha says it in the trailer. She says it perfectly. Die Machine. So it's like, all right, that's how you pronounce it.
That's how you pronounce it. Where is Samantha, by the way?
Oh, I don't know.
Where is she?
I don't know. We didn't see her until, I don't know.
She was in the trailer for a good 2 minutes, and then gone.
Yeah, that's what it's so weird they didn't have an ending cutscene, because I want to see what happens next.
I think they'll add in, the starter seasons. I think that's where they're adding their cutscenes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't like that idea.
Oh, so you think it's gonna be like a Modern Warfare thing where it's like the season 5, top of my head, right? I think it was the season 6 trailer. They're in the subway, and they're like, I hope they don't do that, because the Dark Ether storyline needs to be fleshed out.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? As soon as you boot up into Cold War Zombies, the first time, what happens?
You get that cutscene.
Do you remember what happens? You get the cutscene, yeah. So I think next time when the season comes out, it's just gonna happen. I think that's how it's gonna work.
I really hope they don't do that, man. I want opening cutscenes. I want opening cutscenes.
Here's the thing, right? They could have easily made the opening cutscene for the Machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't. They had that casual loading in screen to help new players. Yeah. So I think that they're gonna do that. They're gonna do that for every map.
Probably.
I think ending cutscenes can still happen. I hope they do ending cutscenes for Easter eggs.
That's the thing. I think I can eventually get over, not having intro cutscenes. I mean, okay. I'm gonna play devil's advocate, right? We skip the opening cutscenes anyways.
Them once, yeah.
So we watch them once and then we skip it to play the game. So I guess it's not the biggest deal in the world, but I don't know. I wanna get some more cutscenes. I think where I'm coming from is I want to get more cutscenes to make the Dark Ether storyline work, because I want to see how this works in the grand scheme of everything. But Matt Lobster's saying at least it wasn't animated. Yeah, we have a budget this year. We got a budget this year, which is good.
Here's the thing, right? There's Black Ops 4 where the animated cutscenes at the end, and then Cold War, right? Mm-hmm. Cold War has no cutscene. Black Ops 4 is I'm going to end this whole man's career with his animated cutscenes.
Yeah.
People were complaining about a year ago, but I don't know. I think people are a lot kinder to this game not having an ending cutscene.
Well, yeah, because Die Maschine is more catered to the casual player now, so people don't really care. And that's the thing, right? Zombies is and always will be about the gameplay. Gameplay is focused on first and then the story, and that's why Black Ops 4 for a lot of people didn't work, because they tried to push the chaos storyline, and a lot of people didn't like some of the mechanics of chaos maps. For example, Catalyst. I don't like Catalyst. Mm-hmm. And then they tried doing that for the Ether storyline too, which a lot of people love the story of Blood of the Dead. And a lot of people hate the gameplay of Blood of the Dead.
Yeah.
This game, Black Ops Cold War, is a complete 180. Everyone loves the gameplay, but no one minds that the story isn't entirely fleshed out yet because the game is fun to play. Yeah. The little cherry on top would be the fleshed out storyline for Dark Ether. And I would love to see what happens with Samantha Maxis and Gregory Weaver and Omega and Requiem. Exactly. Yeah. It'll come in the future with season 1, season 2, whatever it's going to be. And it's just going to be fun. I think it's going to be a really good storyline, to be honest. Mm. And, and the chat just put a quote by Craig Houston here. You'll find our updates this year are focused on one thing above all, enhancing what makes zombies so much fun. Bingo. Gameplay.
Yeah.
So, coming from the source himself, Craig Houston, the gameplay is the priority this year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think there's a lot of potential for this game, and it's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah, once we get more into the deals, like even now, like, because I'm having so much fun with the game, just playing it casually, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when like new DLC maps come out, I think the same levels of hype of launch are going to come back.
Oh, dude. There's gonna be hundreds of thousands of people watching Noah. There's gonna be thousands of people watching Milo, Lex, Smart Guy. There's gonna be so many fucking views for Black Ops Cold War for every DLC. It's gonna be absurd, and we will come back to the glory days of the zombies community. I firmly believe,
absolutely.
And I also think Easter eggs for charity is gonna be a thing as well later on in the future, for Black Ops Cold War, because the potential is there. Lobster saying I'm such a nerd. We're all zombies nerds. That's why we made this podcast.
Exactly.
But yeah, Easter eggs for charity is definitely going to be a thing. And speaking of charities, ladies and gentlemen,
I knew you were going to do that. That was so smooth.
Speaking of charities, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special announcement to make here at the very end of the podcast. You'll see the title of the video here on Twitch. Very special announcement. And it's something that is definitely, I think, is going to make a difference. And we're proud to announce that the Division Z podcast on December 9th of 2020, obviously, at 10 a.m. Pacific time, we're going to be hosting a fundraiser for Wounded Warrior Project. And we're going to be playing Call of Duty Zombies, raising money with special guests coming on the show. And it's just going to be a really fun time. The official announcement video is going to go up tomorrow that we're going to push for promotion. And, this is something that I know I firmly believe in, being in the United States, veterans, they are part of the backbone of this country. And, I wouldn't be here making content, streaming, making videos, whatever, without the men and women in uniform. And I am forever grateful for these people that leave their lives on the line to defend the United States. And, I have nothing but respect for the veterans. And this is the least I can do to help my country and give back. And a very inspirational quote that I'd like to share that encompasses how I feel about this fundraiser is very, very famous quote, and it's, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. And this is a cause that I'm definitely very passionate about. So December the 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, Cosmic and I are going to be hosting that fundraiser. Yep. Do you have any other thoughts about it?
No, it's mostly just like, even if I'm in the UK, I still care about this as well, because obviously the whole veteran thing here is a big problem where like after they come back, like it's sad to see what can happen.
Yeah.
And I think all veterans, no matter where you are, in the same vote, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think as long as we can help, like at all, like anyone, that it's just good. It's just good just because one person's one region, one person's the other, it doesn't mean that you know what I mean. Like I care
you.
just as much as this, as long as it was anywhere else. So like I'm happy to do some good as well.
And I couldn't think of any other better person to do this fundraiser with, because the Division Z podcast is we love doing what we do.
Yeah.
And it's definitely something we want to give back. And
yeah, exactly.
We believe that this is one of the best ways that we can give back in some
Absolutely.
capacity. So, like I said, the official announcement video will be going up on my channel tomorrow. If you guys want to find out more information about Wounded Warrior Project, you can always go to their website, woundedwarriorproject.org. And so the Division Z podcast is officially partnering with Wounded Warrior Project for a fundraiser on December the 9th. And that is the special announcement that we had for the ending of the stream here. The chat is saying that's awesome, that's amazing. I appreciate that, guys. That really means a lot. Like, that really means a lot that you guys are enthusiastic about it, because we're just as enthusiastic. Like, we're excited to raise money for a good cause.
It's gonna be a good day as well. It's gonna be a quite a long stream. So there's gonna be a lot of things going on. A few guests on as well that you probably know. It's going to be a good time, though. So I would definitely recommend everyone in Jason's stream. This will be a video version for mine, obviously, because my internet's decided to die on the worst day. Don't know why, right? It's annoying. But for the video version of this, again, I hope everyone that's watching this, I hope you can make it and join in the fun and raising some money for a good cause.
Absolutely. We're going to be having a lot of fun doing challenges. We have a pool of challenges that we're going to be doing on the stream. They're going to be selected at random just for a little bit of fun. And all just playing some Call of Duty Zombies for Wounded Warrior Project. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps things up here for this episode of the Division Z podcast. We talked about Nuketown, we talked about multiplayer, skill-based matchmaking, a lot of hot topics in the Call of Duty community, I'd say. But yeah, do you have any other thoughts before we close out today's stream?
No, just thank you for everyone on Jason's Ends for tuning in.
Hey, I appreciate you guys for coming out to the podcast. I'll be there. Awesome, Dark Sunshine. That sounds awesome. Great show. Thanks, Lobster. I appreciate that. And guys, if you haven't already, hit me up with that follow right here on Twitch, as well as subscribing to Cosmic on YouTube. He will be linked down in the description, of course. And all that good stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for watching. We will see you all in the next episode of the Division Z podcast. And bye.